Hello everyone and welcome back to Steel Division 2. Today with a game from the Kingdom of Steel tournament. We are having Koenig42 with Task Force Butler playing on a Vanguard income. So he's even coming with the Jeep 50, which is, well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me from his playstyle. It's not a totally useless unit, but it is kinda. Basically, this is most likely used just to unload the enemy faster because they do have 95 kilometers an hour and they can shoot at enemy trucks and it will disengage them. And probably you've got the M8 just behind at 90 kilometers an hour, and possibly maybe the cavalry scouts or the FFE saboteur. Yeah, Koenig use a really spammy tactic where he will. It's just kind of like it's like a dragon, you know. You know it's coming, and there's just nothing you can do to stop it, and it's just going and it's flying towards you. It's destroying everything in its sight because, well, basically Koenig use a spammy tactic, but he's also good at it. And so, I mean, you can spam any player. If you suck, you're not going to be able to win nonetheless, right? Um, but there is a certain way of playing spammy and a Vanguard where you have to make your unit count and you have to actually kill the enemy in order to progress forward and be able to spam, because at first you both have 750 points, and so you know there's no difference there. So you need to keep your units alive so that when the second waves come, your units are all there, plus you're bringing more unit while the enemy has to rebuy the same units that he originally purchased. So, for example, if his enemy has an MG34 shooting somewhere and he brings the P47D to it, he'll destroy that machine gun. Chances are that enemy might be buying another machine gun to replace that machine gun, and um, this is how you make it work. So we often speak of spam and cheese as if the player is not good because he spams their cheese. And in some case, it could be true. In QP, where there's a lot of luck factor into winning, but in a tournament setting, you really have to be good at it because the enemy knows you most likely. He knows the division you're taking. He knows your income. He knows the map. He has a good idea and understanding of what you're going to do. And so you really need to be on top of your micro in order to pull such moves. So it's interesting to see how he's going to fare on the Vanguard income. Will he be able to be successful in his push? We'll see. He's got some M5, M8 cavalry coming in the A phase, as well as the 76 jumbo. Sorry, that's not a jumbo, but the 76. B phase, he's got some M4A1. He's got Makiza. Oh, he's got the Recon M5 as well. So in B phase, he's not gonna have anything really in terms of tanks. Yeah, like there's the Pack 40s. There's M4s and the M5 Recon. He doesn't have a lot of firepower. What he has, though, is the artillery he can use, especially those pinpoint 105 mil. I'm surprised he doesn't have more of them, and he opted for an off map. But depending on the map, I guess we're gonna understand why. And he's got only a single P47D. He's playing on a Vanguard, so he's got all of his cards in here. The M10 Destroyers, you get 2 cards with this Task Force Butler deck, and he only took 1. And I wonder if another card in B wouldn't have been good, because these are only 80 points, so they don't cost a lot, which is something good with Task Force Butler, is that his tanks and support stuff are pretty cheap. But yeah, some of them anyway, because the P47 can be expensive. Task Force Butler has an extensive array of airplanes and very good stuff he can use. He went for an LCAT. I don't recommend getting fighters personally, especially not 120 points. Um, that's just me. I feel like often, I don't know, they don't bear the fruits that they put on the ground. If that makes sense, they just don't. They just don't pull their weight really. And even if you kill, well, anyway, whatever. Let's not go into an hour-long debate. I don't like fighters anymore. Try to play without fighters. See if you can. See if you see a difference. Yeah, MG34 coming in B face with some FFE Makiza. So basically, these are all partisans. Pretty cool. I like that. And don't laugh at the Makiza here because they are very good unit in CQC. They can shoot their machine gun under 100 meters, whereas others are not able to. They have the regular, Car 98K 0.8 damage. They've got 3 stand, which is great, but also they got 2 flames. I think they had 3 before. Now it's 2. Not too sure. But anyway, yeah, so the Molotov cocktails here makes them extremely good. Now they're raiders as well, so they take less, what is it? Doesn't suffer suppression. That's right. So less suppression. Oh, when behind enemy lines. Okay. And they have 50% stealth bonus. This can be very good. Yeah. No, they're good. They're really good. Don't laugh at them. All right, let's go take a look at his opponent, which will be Pharaoh. Pharaoh will be playing on a Maverick Toulon. Toulon is really annoying. I really hate that division. I feel like Pharaoh might have an advantage over Koenig there in terms of division, but we'll see. Now, you may notice there's 2 points left. That is because they played these games before the patch, so the deck will change a little bit. So we're not going to study the deck completely, but he does have 2 off-cards map. And, yeah. That is lame. I wonder if that could have been a good move. Take all 3 off map by phase C, and then you just completely annihilate the enemy with these cheap off map. Yeah, he's got some BF-109 with the rockets, I believe. No, the 250 kilogram bombs. I guess. I mean, you get the same amount with the bombers. I feel the bombers would be better, just because the BF-109 can get suppressed really easily. And by phase B, and especially if you brought 4 airplanes in phase A, by phase B, the enemy will have littered the floor with AA. But the enemy is playing on a Vanguard income, so it's not to his advantage to deploy a lot of AA. We'll see. All right, let's get to the game. And here we are with Pharaoh in the blue corner and Koenig in the red corner. Koenig is going with his jeeps. He's actually, what? That's weird. That is very weird to me. Simple peasant who doesn't understand the pro gameplay. I don't like this. Of course, he's got M8 cavalry and M8 Greyhound, so this could, open up and allow them to harass the enemy. There isn't much that can destroy them. Well, there's that Pack 177 here who could do a lot of damage if he gets there in time. Over here, we're getting a lot of M8 cavalry, but being targeted by the 47 mil will be a problem for them. There's also M1 gun here, but there's, oh my lord, I hope he... Oh yeah, it looks like he's good. The M1 gun doesn't seem like it's going to be firing. It doesn't have the range to do so. M8's got either, so these guys were able to unload. These guys are going to move into position, and there you go. Really nice stuff there. BF-109 coming in with the 250 kilogram on the M1 Scott. Was not needed. These guys dead. 75 mil will not even shoot one last time. So Koenig is indeed winning with this opening so far. Over here, M5 doing some damage on the snipers. There's a bunch of Panzer 39H who will not do a lot of damage, but they will still be enough to counter these M8 cavalry and even possibly the M5A1. These guys will be advancing now and completely destroying these guys. Over here, we're having the Sicherung being suppressed by the Jeep 50. Good job there, I guess. Whoa. It is not often that I see someone use these jeeps effectively. And there you go. We keep moving with the jeeps. Maybe these guys will follow suit. Over here we have these guys. Yeah, they do 50 mil damage. This guy has 55 to 30. In close range, they could do the damage needed. Certainly can destroy these guys. These guys are still alive. There's something that exploded here. It looks like the jeep somehow got destroyed by something. I don't know what. An airplane maybe. Oh, by these guys. All right. More jeep. More M5, M8 Scott. Not looking that great for, well, 1410 now for Koenig. Getting a little bit better for sure. M8 dead to the 47 mil. The M5 will get shot at by both these dudes. And there you go. Gets destroyed pretty easily, I'd say. This guy has 65 mil penetration. There you go. And now Pharaoh can basically take control of this entire area. Oh, if only he knew. But he doesn't. And that's the name of the game. These units are still operating around here. And as long as these guys are alive, it's going to leave some doubt to Koenig, who might not want to push. Or maybe he saw this Stuk 3 coming and he's taking a little bit of defensive position. At close range, he could destroy that Stuk 3 pretty easily. Pharaoh needs to make sure he stays, far away, because a side shot will kill him. 1410 for him as he captures this flag, that flag, and this one here. Over here, we're moving a little bit into position. Nothing drastic. There's an M5 coming in. Some rifles. Nope. Rifles are going to be coming in here for some reason. Engineer's not moving. A little bit of forces around here. Oh. No. That leader started shooting wide. There you go. Koenig saw that. He's going to fall back straight away. He might have... No, he doesn't have artillery. He doesn't have airplanes. So this was definitely a mistake here. Pioneers coming into these woods. If Pharaoh can push him out and encircle these troops, they won't be a problem. Except for these two. Needs to be killed. These tanks needs to be killed. But if there's only infantry holding the flags, you can actually just encircle them and be done with it. Units are moving forward. I'm not sure that's a good idea, because then they put themselves into machine gun range, and that's very dangerous for them. That M8 Scott looks like he's blind. He doesn't have recon. There you go. Now he does. And these guys are going to unload. There's no tanks here, so nothing really to help quick response to against the M8 Scott. Now there's an M5 coming in here as well. BF-109 will get the machine gun. Stug is actually might die here. He may die. It depends. Oh no, they see it. They both see each other, so that's good. And there you go. He will survive that encounter here. Oh, there's M10 destroyers with APCR. One more APCR rounds could do a lot of damage on the side. Misses. Pharaoh sees that. He's going to retreat. He could have actually kept going. But I guess he wants to play it safe. Off-map being used for its bombs rather than the off-map itself. This could have been a scare tactic. It's a dangerous one to play, but it could have been. Fokker Wolf coming in for the M10 will probably kill it. There you go. Kills it. Being suppressed by only 50 cal here. Koenig doesn't even need to bring anti-air. Oh, there you go. And these guys are being... Oh, my lord. They're being suppressed. Oh, no. It is not happening. Thankfully, there's a leader here, but now he's pinned down, so they could be surrenders. Yeah, there you go. Oh, my God. This is bad. This is so bad. Fortunately, Koenig doesn't see that. But he will still make it with one. Oh man, I hate. I would hate Koenig right now for this, but in a way, he decided to go um, close like that. He probably wanted to keep this area open, but unfortunately, really bit him in the behind. Stug versus M1 gun. M1 gun will surely win this. There you go. Kills the Stug. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Pharaoh has lost this. No doubt about it. He's never going to be able to recoup that. Well, maybe in B phase, because he is playing on Maverick income, but still. And then when we get to C phase, Koenig will have the income advantage. So that doesn't leave a lot for Pharaoh to go on with. H39 should be able to get that if he doesn't die first. Oh, he will die first. Damage there, side shot here. There you go. Radio silent. No, there are some troops moving forward a little bit. I guess he wants to see, but that H39 will unfortunately die from that scout as he goes further. These guys will take over. It's all about the small guys. 35 points, and you're breaking the front line with these. It's frustrating to any player. Meanwhile, Pharaoh has to deploy like 120 points unit to try. He should really deploy it really far away. Like something like this here to cover this road, this here. He's going way too much in front. Unfortunately, now Koenig also has WC-25 HMG, who will do a lot of suppression. Oh, there you go. He saw that. He's going to retreat. I still believe over here would have been better just to get a control of this open area and that. BF-409 coming to kill that WC. And it's a shame, really, to have to use your planes for that. There's an LCAT coming in. Not going to be able to get there. This is a whole waste of point of 120 points, but who knows? He brings it only to shoot. He doesn't suppress the enemy with it. He doesn't stick around to waste these guys' ammo. You could do that, by the way. If you're far enough and you keep circling around, the shells won't actually hit your planes, and you can just indefinitely turn around like that, while the 88 will keep shooting and shooting and shooting. Good support here from the Panzer 39H, keeping the infantry alive. Not a lot is being invested here from Koenig, but I fear like he could. 16-8 right now for him. And as soon as he start investing into that town, Pharaoh will find himself in a large pickle because, well, he's not going to have enough to push here, nor here, nor here, and then nor here. And, I mean, oh, God. M8 cavalry already taking some flags. It is pretty depressive right now. LCAT. A BF-109 will die. Boy, if he dies from the... No, he's not being really targeted anymore. Here's the off-map, but off-map's not going to do much here. The LCAT trying to get the off-map plane. And there you go. Kills it straight away. Fokker-Wulf came to the rescue. Will not even kill that Hellcat, but the Hellcat will retreat right away. And I think the Fokker-Wulf is trying to position himself to kill that Hellcat, but I feel like he's going to fail. Yeah, there you go. There's too much 50 caliber. Oh, and there's the M15 CGMC as well. So, I mean, that's something. Now, the Air Force from Koenig start to appear. That's the P-47D. That's explosive. Yeah. Ouch. With the Air Force here, it's going to be really hard for Pharaoh to keep going. BF-109 coming for that. That's gonna be good. It's gonna leave him in the open area here. Stug could be coming here, and with the Flak 88 and Stug there, they got a better chance to eventually regain control of this. There you go. M8 going down. Brandenburger coming in to this area to reinforce. We're not doing anything here. We're putting some defensive, but I mean we're 3 minutes into phase B now. Pharaoh really needs to make a push. He's decided that he will do that push into the forest where he has the most advantage. So maybe he wants to negate it by going further and maybe even trying to capture the spawn. We're at 1410 right now for Koenig. So in a way, what Pharaoh is doing is working. He does have the off map to take town. It just depends on how aggressive he will be once he does capture town. My god, he's leaving all of his units in here. He saw the off map. He's leaving all the units in here. He may think this is a bluff, as he did previously into the game. God, this is gonna hurt. Sikerung, 47 mil moving. Probably the 47 mil will take the HT cavalry. There's some units here. Should wait till the off map is done and then try to get some surrender. Oh boy. Hits the... Oh my lord. This went way off target. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, that was just insane. That's the biggest, meanest off map I've seen. It's still going. One last round for the M5. Oh no, Pharaoh, make them go further. Push. Now's the time to really push hard here. He's not doing so. It saddens my heart that he's not moving forward. These guys unloaded by accident over here. This is what I like from these games. You know the player's good enough that a Brandenburger over here is not voluntary, so it's easier to deduct if they made mistakes or not. And especially, I got 5,000 hours in the game, so I mean, I'm good enough that. I mean, well, I mean, it seems it's obvious. It's obvious this is a mistake. Maybe I'm making this too much of some. Anyway, ignore my rant. All right, 7 seconds. This is gonna be intense. Is there something happening over here? There isn't. There's still radio silence. Jesus Christ. How cool would it be for all that smoke to linger in the air? You know, you get smoke when tanks get destroyed, but you don't get smoke for off-map. I really, really wish there was. As in, they would be a disadvantage to use off-map. It's that after you barely see anything, although that disadvantage is good against both players, but it still would have been cool to have like a big smoke hanging out here for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. So in spite of these off-map, Pharaoh is not making progress. He's moving like a turtle. He's... I guess he doesn't want... Oh, no. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh, my God. And there you go. Definitely needs some anti-air work around here. Units have started to try to take back this flag, which will bring it to a 13-11, which would be very good for Pharaoh, because he needs to use this income advantage in order to get the flags, because it's not getting easier after that. Although the enemy has a lot of units already, and probably a lot more points than Pharaoh has. We're seeing artillery here. More artillery. Flag veiling. This is going to be good. Alright, these guys are going to do some damage with the leader. Unfortunately, that M8 Scott seems to be shooting and being very annoying. There's a Pack 40 coming in here, but I mean, it's way too late for that. Maybe these... Pack 40 could even unload here and at least get this M8 Scott to retreat. That 75 mil, aligning to what? I don't know, but it just died. Sniper from the rifle leader. Over here, M5 Recon. It looks like he'll kill. Yeah. Oh, there you go. They both kill each other. That's a massive win for Pharaoh, who absolutely needs to be moving forward more and be more aggressive in town where he has the advantage. M4A1 coming in, though. That's bad news. But there is a Stug, but the Stug's not going to fare well into the town. Now Recon is coming in around here. And there you go. We're seeing a little bit of a push maybe around here from Koenig. He's shooting the howitzers. There's some defensive units around here. And they're excellent defensive units. But, you know, definitely needs some troops around here to make sure he keeps that flag. Three-star units here. Very good. Needs to put them into action. That M4 is moving forward. There's a Pack 40. Sniper might get that Pack 40. No, he's going to retreat it. There you go. Artillery being called in here. Not going to be the saving grace, but will definitely be good to get rid of that sniper. Now the Pack 40 will be able to move up. There's still these guys right here. Could be very dangerous, especially now that Pack 40 will have two targets, the M5A1 and the M8 Scott, as surely that M8 Scott will advance when he sees this engaging the M5A1. Machine gun doing good job here. We're still holding to that flag. In the town above, we're doing some moves. And there you go. Oh no. Nice. That is very, very good. Hopefully he kills it. He's going right on top of the flag veiling, more or less. It looks like he'll... Yeah, there you go. That is very good for Pharaoh. Even if the flag veiling now dies, doesn't matter because Koenig only had one of these airplanes. Long-term 155 mil has been called for Koenig, as well as more howitzers. They're going to be targeting that IG-33, who's being targeted himself by the Saboteur here, who's being seen by the Saboteur. More artillery in the same area. I mean, wow. This is Noob Central here. You don't do that. He must be pretty busy elsewhere. KM Infantry to the rescue, but they need to push for this flag. A lot of people they push hard for this, but technically it's the only one you need really is this one. And once you've got this entire area, then you push, you know, for these houses. Still under evasive maneuvers here from that M5 Recon. These guys are going to throw some artillery into town, trying to help these. They could honestly probably just take it, but it's a good idea for sure. There you go. Who's that? That's the big one. Where is it? Yeah, that's the 152 mil, has more accuracy. These howitzers still harassing the enemies around here. There you go. Time to move. Off map's been called. That's going to be traumatic for Pharaoh. He's got so many good units there. If Koenig sends the off map here, and I have a feeling he will, this is going to be absolutely destructive. Oh, and he might even target this zone now that the 105 mil is here. What is this? Oh yeah, that's a really good one. That's the best, basically. Alright, good push here. Good support by the artillery for sure. Koenig sees that, so he's gonna deviate. He's got the long term already called in on it, so that's gonna hurt real bad. Is there a radio? There is no radio around here. So fortunately for Pharaoh, this is gonna be unradioed, but it's still very accurate. This needs to be taken by Pharaoh. He needs to move. Oh god, he needs to move. He needs to do something. You can always bring the tank, you know, over here like this. Take this spot because you're protected by forest, you know. So you got time to go up on the hill without the enemy seeing you, really. It's easy to assume that he thinks there's AT guns in this forest though, and I won't blame him for thinking so. Anyway, 105 mil, really expensive. 135 points will be annihilated now. Boy, this is gonna hurt, and I just know, I'm pretty sure Koenig will actually move in a unit to take all the surrenders that he can. It would be a dangerous thing to do because he's only got really the M4A1 unless he wants to risk his M15. I would love to see the M15 do the run, the surrendering run, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So snipers will die, Führer might survive, Brandenburger might die, these guys will survive, these guys as well, this guy will die. Those are my prediction for the summer offensive. Not so bad. Very good. No one dies. Oh, one of them died. Oh, yes. The M15 is coming through the fray. Into the destruction. Oh boy, he's not going any further. Oh no! Oh, almost. The KM Führer almost killed that M15, but it looks like he'll survive. There's a Panzer 39H here who could hide in the house and kill these. They don't have very good sight. There's no recon or infantry with them. 105 mil, still alive, shooting some units. Long Tom has been retreating because he's being impacted by these dudes. Same with the howitzers here, being targeted as well, but Koenig doesn't move them so far. And another off map. A little bit of skirmishes around here, but this is mostly artillery stuff. The M15 will be moving up with the infantry, it looks like, to capture that village. Maybe not. Oh. Alright, off map again. M5, the M15 died to probably the off map. I'm not sure. But there you go. M4A1 coming in for the surrender. Can he surrender commando units? I don't think so. I guess he can. Oh man, and there you go. That M4. Oh, will die from the KM infantry. Nice, very nice. Saves that 105 mil. It is 14-10 now for Koenig victory in 3 minutes 40 seconds. Yeah, Pharaoh still holds down, but he failed to take advantage of the off map and really push forward. Should have really just put the off map here and push for the flag. At least, you know, it would have been flag, because currently they've been fighting for this area, which has no flag at all close by. I mean, I'm not saying it's not an important area, because if you cut the road of resupplying, you know, they can't resupply. So it is a good idea to go for that, but when the time is pressing like that. Anyway. Fokker Wolf gets the kill on that M15, obviously. This was not even a question. 25 mil coming in over here to defend those tanks. Two minutes 30 seconds. And there you go. Molotov thrown. This unit will die now. Another Flak 88 has been called. I'm not sure if that's really useful. There is nothing. Well, there's a 76, but still. Stug finally got on top. Pharaoh really needs that flag here. He needs to push further. There you go. Kills the recon finally. Should have done that a long time ago. These troops are going to be moving forward. Artillery support is coming as well, I think. Yeah. Oh no, that Stug died now. To that 76. 76 though in turn dies to the 88. How did we miss that? I guess I never thought he would do a push here, even less so successful. But there's 23 seconds left. He's just Q move everything forward. This is a valid thing to do when you have nothing left to lose. Unfortunately, will get suppressed by the M5 Recon. Over here, never got the flag. 6 seconds. And there you go. This is the unfortunate loss of Sergeant Pharaoh, but the great victory from Koenig, who was not really that spammy at all. Really decided to go more strategic there. At least much more than I thought he would. He did use M8 cavalry everywhere in the beginning, but I mean, it could have been worse. He could have just all sent them in a single road and annihilate everything. He didn't. Good kills from the M8s. Long Tom as well. And look, the Long Tom took out 2 ammo trucks plus the 152 mil. This is dramatic. Ammo trucks are not supposed to die ever. I don't know how people get them dead. It happened a couple of times to me. But really, you need to be on your micro. You need to be on the lookout for, you can't forget these trucks near your artillery. Anyway, off map did okay, and that's pretty much it. Over here, Pharaoh did very well with his support units, as you can see in this graph. He did well with the 105 mil as well. And there you go. And there you go, everyone. That's the first game. Tomorrow, they're fighting their second battle. If Koenig wins again, he will win against Pharaoh in the tournament. And if he loses, they're going to do game 3. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a nice day. Goodbye.